rabbit with a waistcoat and a watch.
Oh, my fur and whiskers. I'm late. For a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. No. I'm overdue. I'm really in a stew. No time to say goodbye. Hello, I'm late.
It's January 13th, 2015. My name is Jay. Welcome back to the show. Got a few things to show you guys today. This is about a week and a half or so worth of pickups. I'm going to start out with what I got today. I didn't have to work today, so I hit the thrift stores. Just out of boredom, I guess, but let's just get right into it. So I picked up a copy of Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones for the PlayStation 2. I've actually never played any of these Prince of Persia games from this era. Just figured I'd give it a shot. It's $3, so cheap enough. Copy of Primal, which I hear is a really good game, and I think I do actually have a copy of this already, but I'm sure somebody's going to want to trade for me with this one. Those are all complete, $3 a piece again. And Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. This one is missing the manual. $3. Alright, so that's pretty mundane stuff. I grabbed a couple of things. I've grabbed quite a bit of stuff on eBay, actually the last 2 weeks or so. Nothing really of note, but there are two things that I just want to show real quick. When I say nothing of note, I mean it's all pretty common stuff, but I just happen to get it cheap. But I got a copy of Mega Man 8 Anniversary Edition for PlayStation. Nothing really remarkable about this pickup, just the fact that I got it and I think it's really cool. It's a beautiful game, great music. It seems like a lot of fun. I haven't really put a whole lot of time into it yet, but it's something that I didn't actually. I was a big PlayStation kid, but I didn't really get into any of the Mega Man stuff until really recently. So there's that. And here's the one thing that just was kind of boggling to me. Well, not boggling. I just what do I want to say? And then here's one that I'm sure is going to piss a couple people off. But I picked up a copy of Panic Restaurant, and I've already got it in this. Well, I'll take it out of this thing, this box protector, or cart protector. It's a pretty decent condition copy of Panic Restaurant. There's a small chip, like right on the bottom. You can barely see it. I haven't taken the rental sticker off the back, but it's a legitimate copy. I popped it open, looked at it. I got this for almost. Jesus Christ, I'm clumsy today. Alright, so anyway, I got this for, it was a $175 buy it now, and I had a eBay coupon, so it wound up being actually $95, I think, or $85, something like that. But yeah, really good deal on Panic Restaurant, and this is actually a double for me, and I'll get into that story another time. I'll talk about all the NES stuff that I've been buying up lately. I've gotten quite a few of the $100 plus games out of the way, and I haven't really paid as much as people might think. It's all about just buying up common stuff and just kind of flipping it and use that money to go to the stuff that you really want, the expensive stuff, which is how I've been upping my collection over the past year or so. So speaking of that, I'm going to get into some of the local stuff that I got, and it's quite a bit of stuff, so I'll try to bust through it as quickly as possible. I got this Super Nintendo console only for $15, really good condition, no chips, very, very minor discoloring on the bottom, but it's in good shape. I bought this, and this is something I was really hesitant to buy, but for whatever reason I just decided to buy it anyway. I got this Xbox 360, it's the slim version. I did not have a slim version. I do happen to own a box, just a box by itself, and this is from a guy who I usually buy stuff from, or I regularly buy stuff from. He kind of talked me into it, I guess. It was $45. It came with just an AV cable. It's going to be kind of hard to find the power cord because it's a different cord than the original Xbox 360. So I don't know if that was a good deal or not. I might wind up just kind of selling that off if I can find the power cord and verify that it works. Who knows? Sometime late last week, there was a Craigslist ad for a copy of Mega Man 7. And I think the guy wanted like $150 for it. I shot him a text. He actually called me back, and we talked for a little bit about collecting and just blah blah blah. And the guy wouldn't shut up. It's kind of funny, but you know, I could tell that he was an actual collector and he wasn't just a reseller. So we worked out a deal. I didn't pay $150, but we worked out a deal that I thought was reasonable for the game. And he actually added a couple NES games that I needed. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that copy of Mega Man 7, which is actually one of the reasons why I got Mega Man 8, because I had 1 through 6, then 7, and I didn't have 8, so I wanted to get another Mega Man for the collection. So there's that copy of Star Soldier for the NES, and Terra Cresta, which I actually got for, you know, both those games for relatively cheap in comparison to what they generally sell for. So that will lead me into my final pickup. This is a pretty big pickup, and this is another Craigslist deal. And I'm really lucky that a lot of the local sharks were very distracted by some Facebook auction site that, you know, all these guys, myself included, you know, we're all, you know, pretty decent friends, and we all trade amongst each other and buy and sell from each other. So we're in this Facebook group that's basically just auctions. So somebody had a box copy of Earthbound up, or not auctions, I'm sorry, raffles. Big difference, right? But there was a raffle going on for Earthbound in a box, and these guys were very, very distracted by that. I didn't know anything about it. I wasn't paying attention to it. I had been looking on Craigslist early in the day, and I saw this guy who had an NES lot for $400, which, quite honestly, the deal, I think it'd be fair, you know, if it was in a retail setting. So I messaged the guy, and I tried to get it for quite a bit lower than that. You know, I didn't try to lowball him, but, you know, it was definitely lower to where I thought it was actually fair. But he rejected my offer and came back with a counter, and I accepted. I think it was actually really fair. So I'll go ahead and show everything that I got, and like I said, I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as I can because it's a lot of stuff. So the first thing that I want to note is I got this top loader, and it came with all the necessary cords and 2 regular controllers. So before I actually get into all the games, I might as well note that, you know, the way I was looking at it is every game that I got in this lot was about $7.50, and the top loader was free. So that'll give you kind of a decent idea of what kind of deal I got. I'm going to start out with the games that I did not own. Alright, and these are in no particular order, but got a copy of Baseball Stars 2, Miss Pac-Man, the Tengen version. And yes, I said Tengen, not Tengen. That's wrong. Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six, which is an awful game from what little I've played of it. Donkey Kong 3. Donkey Kong Jr. Smash TV. Cyberball. Street Fighter 2010, which is amazing that I don't own that. Being a Capcom game and I guess it's a spin-off of the actual Street Fighter series. But and it's a very common game too. So Roger Clemens MVP Baseball, and I actually did have a copy of this, but this is a label upgrade, and there's actually a variant that I didn't realize. And I might as well show you that. We got time, right? I never realized that there was a variant on the label here. So you'll see that one of them has a white border on the bottom and one doesn't. So I guess I'll be keeping both of those. Alright, let's get into the meat of this. This is what this lot was all about. Now, there's a lot of shit in here, but there's also some really good ones. So I'll just, like I said, I'll try to get through it as quickly as possible. Ice Hockey. Super Off-Road. Captain Skyhawk, which I swear is the most common game on the NES outside of Super Mario Duck Hunt. Hogan's Alley. Tecmo NBA Basketball. Excitebike, WrestleMania, Blaster Master, Kung Fu, and the one that I got with this lot was actually the 5-screw version, and I've swapped that out with the one that I have because I have a box for it, and it's the old Hang Ten box. I thought it fit better. So, The Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants, Tetris. I still call this The Legend of Cage. I know it's supposed to be Kage, but I say Cage. Fuck it. Ghosts and Goblins, Rampage, Tecmo Super Bowl, Tiger Heli, which is one of the first games that I had on the NES. I have a nostalgic spot for that. RC Pro-Am, Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, another one that I played a lot as a kid. Kung Fu Heroes, Popeye, Dr. Mario, Super Mario Duck Hunt, of course, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, The Legend of Zelda, Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Turtles 1, which is a game I hated as a kid, but I still played the shit out of it because I didn't have much. Contra, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Battletoads, Metroid, Kid Icarus, Mega Man 3, and Mega Man 5. When I saw this ad on Craigslist and I saw the Mega Man 5 in there and the top loader, that's roughly, I don't know, like 180 bucks if you want to look at it at retail. And then he was asking another $220 for the rest of the game. I thought that was a fair deal if you look at it as somebody who's just buying all this stuff because they want it in their collection and they don't want to buy it in a retail setting. Even at, at a retail setting, it's going to cost you probably about that, maybe a little bit more. But I figured I would cherry pick the games that I wanted and I would sell everything off and I could at least make my money back. So that's basically how I've gathered a whole lot of the upper echelon titles for the NES collection. Is I buy a bunch of stuff like an N64 here, a Super Nintendo there. Clean it up. I'll sell it for a reasonable price and make a decent profit on it, and then I'll just use that money and recoup it and throw it into the NES collection. So I've gotten a lot of good titles over the last year or so doing that, and the count on the NES games, the officially released NES games right now is, I believe, at 442 with this pickup. I'm hoping by the end of the year to be able to finish off the officially licensed collection. I've got the majority of the $100 plus games out of the way, and I hate to say it like that because it sounds like I'm just checking them off the list and I'm not playing them. Panic Restaurant is one of my favorite games on the NES, and it's a game I wasn't exposed to at all as a kid. It's been within the past year that I've played it through emulation. Then I bought the cart and then I got a second cart. But it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. Bubble Bobble 2. There's a bunch of them. And like I said, I'll get into that in another video, but I'm definitely hoping to have the rest of this collection knocked out by the end of this year. I guess that's all I got to say about this. This is just a quick pickup video. Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate the new subscribers. Appreciate the comments. I'll check you next time. Peace. I do want to talk about is this snazzy little PlayStation 2 Pepsi Tomb Raider standee that I got. Bought this for 15 bucks. It was still in a shipping box. Just cool as hell. No other reason to have it other than just the fact that it's cool, and you can probably fap to it if you want to.
That's terrible.